Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Retro Recall. I hope you're doing awesome. Today, we're going to talk about disk rot. And this is something that I wasn't going to talk about. I've never thought about it, to be honest with you. And I've had CDs for years. I've had CDs since CDs were coming out. And I've never, ever had a problem with CDs. And up until recently, I was watching a YouTube video. I don't know where, and it just came across on one of the suggested videos, and someone had said, I own a huge collection of CDs and DVDs and HD DVD and Blu-ray, and they were going on about all the different types of media that have been around, and sure, I've heard recordable CDs and things like that don't last forever. I've heard that, but to the contrary, I've had them for years, and I've never had an issue with any of them. And this person, I can't remember the video, otherwise I would link it below. He literally had thousands and thousands of these everywhere in his home and on the walls and all these things. And he talked about that, and he talked about disk rot, and it kind of piqued my interest to go look at my stuff, because he strongly recommended that you take your CDs, your factory CDs, your anything you have archived, to archive it in a different media, different form. He didn't say anything about copying it again to another CD or another format. He, I believe, recommended to take the CD and upload it to centralized storage that you'd have, and to back it up, to archive it, to do that. Again, I don't recommend any of this to anybody. I'm just telling my story here. So anyway, I went online because I wanted to know a little more about this, and I have Wikipedia page printed here, and I won't go right into reading everything. Everybody can go to Wikipedia and specifically look up disk rot. But I'll just read this quickly and say, disk rot is the tendency of a CD, DVD, or other optical discs to become unreadable because of physical or chemical deterioration. The causes include oxidation of the reflective layer, physical scuffing and abrasion of disc, reactions with contaminants, ultraviolet light damage, and debonding of the adhesive used to adhere the layers of the disc together. And then it goes on talking about all the different causes and the chemical reactions and different types of media. And then this is just page 1. There's a couple pages there as well. But I just want to give high level of what disk rot is. And again, none of this interested me, because I was literally, I have pile of CDs. I have music CDs. I have software. I have box software that's still in the shrink wrap, and I don't think anything of it. You think I'm not using it. It's just sitting there. Everything's fine. And quite frankly, I never thought about it. I sound redundant here at the moment, but I had to throw this video together because I wanted to show everybody my experience with disk rot. So I have CDs from the early 90s when I first had my very first CD burner, which was my HP. It was my HP 7100, my Sure Store CD writer 7100. It was a 2-speed writer, and I used to love this disc because it's a Sony. The model is CDQ 74BN, and it was just it's just a CD that I burned, would have burned early 90s. I think I got that in 95, 96, 97, in that range. I don't exactly know. Didn't do a lot of research for this video outside of showing everybody this, because I really just wanted to tell my story. So I went ahead and looked, and the CD is just fine. And I went, okay, all right, well, let's find a CD that I would have, used back in the day and would have copied maybe a little earlier than that. And then so I have, I even wrote on the model CD writer, right? So then this is a Maxell, and, it's a 74, CDR 74, and I look at it again, and outside of scuffs and things like that, it looks great. And I don't think, there's even dust and dirt inside of it. I don't even think about this. I just would use them, and I wouldn't have any problems. And so I went ahead and opened up. I even had media from back years ago that's still sealed. Look, I didn't even think about this. A CDQ 74CN. So I took one of those and I opened it up and just to look at it. And there we are. We have a CDR, beautiful looking CDR, CDQ 74CN, and no issues. And the only reason there's a little dust on there is because I had already opened this prior to this video. And it looks beautiful. I mean, there's literally no issues with this. And like I said, I wasn't finding any of this disc rot, you know, and I'm just going to move that because of the reflection of the light in everybody's eyes. And then I went and took one of my music CDs, and this one was actually recorded in 1995. So I went ahead and looked at that, and I've had this CD forever. This is original to me, and it's scratched to bloody heck. And you know, I can put this in and it still plays just fine. And I just wasn't getting this whole CD rot thing until I opened up this brand new box. This actually had shrink wrap all around it, around the whole package. And I didn't think anything of it. I just opened it up and I wanted to show, you know, come look it up. And they were all sealed. I mean, look, I still have sealed ones in this package, the shrink wrap. So I took it, opened it up, and looks great. I mean, looks identical to the CDs that I had used years ago and copied. It's the exact model CD. And so I didn't, you know, I just opened it up and I went, okay, I'm going to copy. And look at that. Isn't that crazy? The entire disc. I mean, I thought it was like a film or something on the disc itself. I'm just going to put it closer to the camera so everybody can get a good look of it. Forgive me even the light reflections and all that good stuff, but like, look at that. I'm just flabbergasted by looking at this, and just because I heard about disc rot. I didn't think anything of it about my own collection, because I randomly will go and use a CDR, or I'll listen to a music CD, and yes, I still do that. And there was nothing. And then I opened this up and I went, uh-oh, it's real. And then I went, okay, well, you know, it's probably just that one. So I went ahead and opened up another one, and sure enough, these are brand new. I had opened it up and bam, different variations. Like, look at that one that has a different pattern to it. And then it actually looks like a heat gun was applied to it, and just like there's a bunch of swirls. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's just a bunch of swirls all through the disc. Anyway, just complete amazement in my voice, because I just couldn't believe it. And then I went, all right. And then so this is literally a brand new case of CDs that were all factory wrapped, shrink wrapped, and I have no idea what happened to them. None, zero. I literally, when I first saw that, and I had reached out to a friend of mine. He said, "Yeah, you know, that's called disc rot." I went, "You're kidding me!" Like, and that's what that is. It's disc rot. So taking CDs from the early '90s that were completely unused in what I would feel was a climate controlled area. Now I don't know where everything is all the time, but I mean, I've had CDs in, you know, music CDs, DVDs, things like that, stored in bins under the stairs and in the garage and things like that. And I've never seen this or have this. And in fact, this was in the house. So I have no idea how that happened, unless it was a defect from the manufacturer. And yes, Sony offers lifetime warranty, and I can, goodness knows, I'd never go do it. But, you know, chase them down and say, hey, your product didn't live up to its lifetime warranty, which is written right there. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I just wanted to bring this to everybody's attention. It's you know, if you have CDs, go take a look at them and just see. You know, again, I have CDs from 1995. This one's from 1999, clearly written on the front. No issues, right? I mean, other than a lot of scratches. But there's no, you know, it's none of that on there. So anyway, I just wanted to bring this to everybody's attention, just make a quick video on it. You know, go to Wikipedia, courtesy of Wikipedia. I mean, I don't own any of this. Completely online, talking about disc rot. And, you know, again, out of all my media that I have, this is the only one I've been able to find, this pack of CDRs that were, again, brand new, in package, sealed. Anyway, just bringing this to everybody. Hopefully, either A, I encourage you to back up, you know, archive your music or what have you, just or archive your stuff, just to prevent it from going bye-bye. Because quite frankly, I mean, that made me extremely nervous, just because I do have quite a bit of original media, and I just don't want to lose any of it. So I will certainly be doing that. But anyway, hopefully you liked this video today. If you so, give it a thumbs up. Please leave comments below. Let me know if you've experienced disc rot in the past, or recently, or if you do find any. Just really curious to see how widespread this is. Again, all the years of having CDs, I haven't seen it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and hit the notification button. You'll be notified when new content is made, and I try to do that weekly. I hope everyone's having a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.